to set.
Camera speed.
Sound production, take one.
Action!
We're heading to London. What am I watching? So my entire way to the airport, and welcome back, AKAPAD. Peter A. DeLuca here. We're talking movies that I watched on my way to London. We have a little bit of a list. This is the first one. So my entire time in the airport, going through TSA, in the Uber, on the way there, I'm just joking and going back and forth with my fiance. But we're joking about Tron, if Tron's going to be available. For some reason, it became like a funny, weird thing. Talk to the Uber guy about it and asking people, do you know if Tron's on the flight? All this stuff. So we sit down, no Tron. I'm not disappointed because relatively early in the what seems to be an infinite movie scroll, I see Life of Chuck. And I click on it, and this is one of those times where I'm thankful for having a little bit of a memory of knowing names and curiosity. Like, this is a Tom Middleton movie. This movie, he's dancing or something. If we look at the poster, Loki's in this movie. I can't think of many movies that have Loki in it that are not Marvel Cinematic Universe related. But then the name, the writer, director, and later I found out, editor, Mike Flanagan. Mike Flanagan. He's one of our guys. I got hooked on him with all of his Netflix work. And lo and behold, this is his third Stephen King movie. He's done Gerald's Game. Oh, geez, I'm forgetting the second one already. He did Ouija, The Origin of Evil, I believe. I recently was trying to work that in for the 31 Days of Dread extended. But we can go through his filmography, what he's done with Netflix. I don't think the guy's missed with anything at all. So we get this movie. And just the way this Life of Chuck starts, I'm thinking this is a 2025 movie. I'm watching it. I absolutely love this movie, aka Powers. This is one of the movies that it sticks to your ribs. And I'm saying to myself, I'm like, this is a Oscar runner here. Like this movie is Oscar material. Has it all over. But no, the movie came out in September 2024. So the movies, I knew of this movie. So this movie's been around for a year. Moved through award season. It got some nominations, a couple festivals and ceremony whatevers. So this movie starts, and it's apocalyptic. And it's apocalyptic in such a dreadful way that we cut to Act 2. So this movie is in 3 acts, and it goes backwards. And we cut to Act 2 right at the perfect time. We're confused a little bit. We don't know what Chuck really is, or is he going to become like an omnipresent god, or what? We don't know what's in front of our face. And then the second act is this dance sequence, and it's just mind-boggling. And there's all these like little connections this guy just randomly thrown into the world makes. So we see his death. And then we see potentially the most honest and joyful, the most collected moment in his life. There's a reason why he's dancing on the thumbnail, on the movie poster. There's a reason why this is the forefront image of the movie. This is how we're selling the movie. And then we get into the first act, or the third act, right? Because we're going backwards. And we see his childhood. And he grew up dancing. Went to middle school, joined the dance club. And there's a whole giant sequence of that. There is a sequence where he goes to the dance. There's an older girl. He doesn't want to dance in front of everyone. And everyone kind of, like, nudges him until he finally does it. And this becomes a movie of a life definition. Now, is it too on the nose? Is it too hokey? Is it just not enough explanation to when it comes to him being somewhat omnipresent in that third act? Because it's the end of the world, it's potentially the end of the universe, but his image is throughout and everyone sees it. It's confusing, but it's eye-opening at the same time. And then we get into the first act where Mark Hamill has an Oscar-level supporting actor performance here. And there's a room in this house that Chuck grows up in. And you can't go into the room. The room is haunted. And we see what the visions are in this room at the end of the movie. And it's Chuck on his deathbed. And there he swears to live a life. So this is a movie with mortality in the absolute forefront. But that middle act, that act 2. Act 2 stays where it's at. Right? That's the only sequence that's properly where it's supposed to be. Because it's in the middle. Everything comes down to that Act 2. That Act 2 is so freaking good. And you root for this guy. And you almost want to say there's an artful narrative to why we're watching this in reverse. Because we want to cheer for this guy and we want a different outcome. And we don't get the different outcome. These are all the things we get from this movie, aka Padders. I want to say it. Life of Chuck is an important movie. It really is. It's more important that it's absolutely overlooked. I mean, it's criminally overlooked. It's overlooked to the point where I get a little pissed. I'm just angry that we don't have more film critics focus on this thing or talking about it. I think this is one of the best movies that come out in the last few years. I put this up there with, if we want, last year, I know we had Nora, we had Brutalist. I think this movie is right there with it. You guys know how I feel about Brutalist. I feel like that should have got Best Picture. But this is just one of those movies that deserved to be in contention. And sometimes with the Oscars, you have movies like this there. Because they're uplifting and they're reflective. They're art of itself. So, all right, AKA Padders. A little bit of a quick one tonight. Life of Chuck. I cannot recommend it more. And be on the lookout. We will have a Mike Flanagan retrospective Wednesday night episode coming up.
Roll sound.
Rolling. Sound production,
Let
take
me
2.
cut in. Sorry, AKA Padders. I know it's such a hot, passionate episode. But I'm breaking the flow real quick. Just to remind you guys, if you want to support me, one of the best, easiest, and free ways to do it, leave a comment. Give me a like. I know there's someone out there that you know that loves film as much as I do, that love the film industry as much as I. Show this to them. Comments, likes, and reviews, positive or negative, it doesn't matter. We need to increase our reach, and to do that requires your involvement in everything that I do. We're linked. We're forever bound. You're the membrane. I'm the muscle. So, guys, let's just do it. One review. Do you have it in you? Okay, back to the show.
Okay, that's a wrap.